Hey, good morning, everybody. It is March 28th, 2023, the day before my daughter's 38th birthday. That'll bring a smile on my face. God, what a crazy trip and journey it's been. Whew. Wow. I could have never predicted any of this, to tell you the truth. Just amazing. Uh, I've talked about Amanda before and her birth, which was as traumatic as it could possibly be, with her being ending up as a healthy, wonderful child. What a wonderful child. I have 3 wonderful children. I'm a lucky guy. Blessed. Excuse me. Always going back to get the right word. Luck. So if you're lucky, that means you're blessed. But if you're unlucky, then you're not blessed. Oh, man, I wish I could read Friedrich Nietzsche and really understand what he's saying, because it's the translation doesn't really get the message across too well. So I got to go to this website called Blinkist, and they do a condensed explanation of the person's writings. That being said, I'm having a hard time reading because I have some vertigo, and when I start trying to focus on little words on a page, that's kind of like a trigger, you know. So today is Tuesday, March 28th, 2023. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning in southeastern Pennsylvania. Really beautiful, man. Wow. Wow. It's stunning how beautiful this planet can be. And then you take another look and you see the suffering and the pain of living and dying. It's hard to figure out. Hard for me to figure out. Anyway, I'm here. My daughter's 38 tomorrow. My oldest son, this year, trying to think, he's going to be 36. Huh. Yeah, that's right. And then my youngest son's 33. He just turned 33. All in their 30s. So as you can see, they were all teenagers at the same time for a while too. Boy, I made some mistakes there. You think teenagers know what they're doing? They don't. They're a mess. They're in adult bodies, but they have no concept of danger, consequence of your actions, that kind of thing. Boy. So anyway, I have my dog here with me. This is Harvey dog. Hey Harvey, I say hi to your friends and your fans. Let's see if I can do this right. Hey, you want to say hi to your friends and your fans? No? Just want to sit there and be miserable and shake and shiver? I know you're not cold. That I know. So just fear, I guess. Fear of the unknown. Since his previous owner died about 1.5 years ago. Seems like yesterday. I'm here at the Lockheed Sikorsky facility in Coatesville, next to the Coatesville Airport. They moved out 8 or 9, maybe 10 months ago. So this whole place is empty now. That being said, for the first time, and I'll get a view of this, the garage doors are open over there where they assembled the helicopters. So somebody's either moving stuff out or moving stuff in. I'm not sure which. Supposedly, There's a company that makes drones that's going to be moving in here. Really fantastic invention, drones. You fly them around with a remote control unit, and they can carry bombs and weapons, and you can kill people by remote control. That's been going on for a while, but it's reached new heights of efficiency. I mean, there are conflicts, which it amazes me that we're still fighting wars because of guys like Putin. Because we can't get rid of the dictators on the planet, the Putins, and the guy in Nicaragua, and the guy in Venezuela, even the guy in Turkey and Argentina. They did get rid of the guy in Brazil, though. It's pretty amazing that they got that guy out of office, man. They're all tyrants. They're all despots. They're just horrible people. I mean, look what just Putin. It's just the one guy. One guy decides, just like George W. Bush in Iraq. One guy decides, hey, we're going to invade that country, and there's going to be millions of casualties and millions of deaths. Why? Because he thinks they have weapons of mass destruction. Well, he didn't. Okay, you can't just go into it like he should have been indicted as a war criminal. Why he wasn't? I don't know. Putin's Putin. What is his name? Putin or Putin? Putin sounds dirty. Poot. Yo, Poot. Is his nickname Poot? Hey, Pooty. Pooty Doody. How you doing, buddy? Is it cold where you live? Poot. Putin. Not Putin. It's a short U, I guess, right? Long U, short U. U, a YU. See what you can do with the language and words. Experts make a living at it. So yeah, they're doing something in this facility today, and I wonder if they're getting ready for this company to move in here, which would be amazing. What an amazing win for the corporate center here, you know. This corporate center, I think, what I'm looking at right here is 100 acres. And I had guessed like 50, 40, something like that, 30 maybe, 30, 40, 50 acres. And then I go to the township building, and they say, oh yeah, that's a 100-acre lot there. Now the reason, it's obvious to see the main reason why it hasn't been developed is it's right at the end of this runway. However, if you want to put up a warehouse, this place is perfect because the bypass is right over here. And there's a lot of trucks. There's a trucking company across the street over here, Martin Brower, MB. I see all these MB trucks. Martin Bauer or Brower, I'm not sure which, but it's a company, and they're busy. And even through, the pandemics, the lockdown and everything, man, there were trucks coming in and out here all the time. Our country, the world, pretty much everything is delivered by trucks, except for babies. Babies aren't delivered by truck, are they? Let me think. No. Right, I remember now. So anyway, remote control warfare. Gene Roddenberry is such a visionary because, he did a show similar. That there was one Star Trek episode where there are these two planets that hate each other. They're on the other side of the sun or something like that. And they've been fighting this war, a really deadly war for generations. But they finally figured out that, hey, instead of killing each other off, why don't we just set up an understanding and agreement that if we hit you and and it shows on a map that we destroyed these areas, then all those people have to go into a chamber and be killed. So there's no bloodshed, there's no suffering, there's no agony in war. It's just like you step into a chamber and you're dead because we won on the television screen. We won. So you've got to get 1,000 people and kill them. And that's how their wars were fought. And so they thought it would be better doing it that way than being out, in the dirt and the muck and the grime, shooting at somebody across the field or something. It's better than that. It's cleaner. It's more civilized. Gene Roddenberry. Everything that's going on now. iPhones, iPads, a voice activation. That's all over Star Trek, going back to the 60s. They're talking to the computer all the time. Computer, do this. Computer, do that. Computer, please locate Captain Picard. Computer, please locate Counselor Troy. Computer, kiss my ass. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Roby. Uh, anyway, so I think maybe in the very near future, I'm going to come out here and there are going to be drones flying around. I'll be waving to them. Maybe I can get to try to fly one. A friend of mine from church has one. He doesn't seem like he uses it that much, but still he has one. That's pretty cool. I don't have the money to buy. The next money I get my hands on, any decent amount of money, I need $4,000 to give my dog a cataract operation. He really needs. They're just getting worse and worse to the point where he's almost blind. I just can't throw $4,000 at the dog. My dog that I lost a year and a half ago. God, that was painful. She was the most loving. She's the best companion I've ever had in my life. Well, there was one or two others, but not recently. Not in the last 20 years. I haven't had a companion as good as her. Made me feel great every time we were around each other. We used to play and frolic and stuff like that. And it really got to be a good arrangement, but she got sick real quick. I can't. So many things I can't think about that I lose track, and I end up thinking about them by accident. Anyway, she was wonderful. And how's this connect to Star Trek? It doesn't, but Gene Roddenberry. So iPads, iPhones. Oh, like iPads. Like they have these like iPads that they're always entering information on. You can see it's not a computer, it's not a laptop, it's not a desktop, it's an iPad. This is in the 60s and late 80s, early 90s, decades before the iPad came out in 2010. You think somebody at Nokia or Motorola might have looked at Star Trek and said, you know what, maybe that's the direction we should go. And Steve Jobs did that. He wasn't exactly early either. I mean, the iPad came out in 2010. Well, that's 2 decades before the iPad was shown and illustrated on Star Trek Next Generation. So anyway, as far as things like the market and the government, I guess it's status quo. Things don't look good. The government has painted itself into a corner, and I don't think there's any way out. I think there's got to be a complete collapse of the system for things to be to turn around and work correctly. And the answer is not being $31 trillion in debt. I'm going to say that once more time. $31 trillion in debt is our government. And if you think that's not a lot, try counting. Try counting to 1 trillion. See how long it takes you. You won't be done anytime soon. So 1 trillion is 1,000 billion, and 1 billion is 1,000 million, and 1 million is 1,000 thousand. That's a lot of thousands. A lot. Oh my gosh. Boy, if things going off the rails. Wow. Amazing. Amazing grace. So today is Tuesday, March 28, 2023. Sunday, March 26, 2023. I go to sing with the choir, but there's other events happening during the service, and I wasn't aware that what time the choir was gonna start singing. And by the time I am aware, I turn around, I'm looking, they're all up in the choir loft except me. I'm downstairs. I go, oh damn, so I start walking in that direction. They start without me. They couldn't wait 15 seconds. They couldn't wait 15 seconds. They couldn't wait for me. Not gonna wait for you. Nope, 15 seconds. Meanwhile, I rehearse at home on a fairly regular basis to keep from embarrassing myself, and to make the best kind of sound that the choir can produce. And I work at it. It's not like I toil away at it. I used to work harder at it, but I still rehearse at home at least an hour a day, something like that, 45 minutes, just so I can get the framework right and I know, where the difficult parts of a song are. But by the time I go in, I'm fairly confident of how I can perform and make it sound good. Doesn't mean anything to them. Or the choir director, apparently. No, Jerry's still downstairs. Let's just go. Okay? And she saw me coming too. But she couldn't wait. Okay. It's not okay. Excuse me. Not okay. Welcome to my world. Peace.